as we are once again alive upon the internet. Yeah, everything looks to be fine, which is a good thing. Yeah, servers are up before intended, right? Actually, I mean, yeah, it has to be because usually it's 12:30. Oh, it was even an hour early almost. It's always funny that they do sometimes get it on time or even a little bit early. Although this is actually a lot early. But yeah, we never talk about those. Yeah, let's jump in. Let's actually have a look at the map, and the things and the stuffs, and then of course, fresh manhunt.
Safe area entered.
Which we need to do. Hey, I roll these on a thing where we can do things. Gear mods there is also kind of enticing. If these two were swapped, we could have done that. Yeah, let's check New York as well. I guess, but yeah, I still need that Araldi thing, so I might spend some time there. Second account, I need some 511, so that might be actually something we do. Yeah, let's see what the projects are. Tidal Basin, legendary this week. Oh, it's Northeast DC. I thought it was Northeast New York. I was like, wait, New York again? But no. It is Grand Washington, which is also actually today's Season Pass project. Grand Washington, Jefferson, and District, and then the zones, activities in them. The manhunt is up there. Oh, actually, that will likely work out as well. Just to likely it will send us to Grand Washington even. Last time it sent us to a mission as the second step. So that's not bad. Looking. Let's go through the vendors as well real quick. I just want to see if there is a few of the brands that I'm looking for. Which, if you asked me now, I would totally be able to tell you which brand. Well, definitely Habsburg. We don't need 511 anymore. Don't need that Brazos Elsa anymore because we've got that part.
Always a pleasure.
Zvia could. Oh yeah, Palisade would be nice for second account. I still want to get that. Go for that one chest. So I have some Palisade, so that's good.
You have
Theater. Theatrically. And hey, actually, yeah, we should try seeing if our sounds are back. This thing that did not have sound yesterday has sound now. Sorry, the Nemi. That has sound. Let's try a random rifle. Yay! We have sounds again. Will be good as well. We'll mess about with that one rifle build. That was messing about with. Actually, we should check if the world state as well in a second is still affected. Probably the easiest way, actually, is to capture a control point and see if it remains, right?
Hostile control point.
Keep forgetting that
identified.
I can go just to the descent marker, which is much closer to this shop. Oh, damage. A lot of Overlord this week. Let's check these vendors just so we know sometimes. It's handy to know if there's like a TDI card custom or something on them. Not so much for me, but much more so for others. Because I have the blueprints even.
Hello there.
Actually, we should check as well what the scent turned into, which is sloth. Have we just not seen Envy at all this season? Or there was, it was once, right? It was there once. But yeah, that was some like busy days for me.
Check out the best selection in DC.
Yeah, Devil's Due can be handy for proficiencying it, but if you have enough currency to get that, you'll likely have a Devil's Due as well. Expect named caches or actually being in the DZ. I do love the big ass machete on the ongoing directive backpack. Fits in well. But yeah, generally you avoid the backpack. But with this setup, it's kind of like the Carnage. Nothing unicorny on the other parts. Let's take it to New York. Have a peek there. And we'll get the scales. SHT requisition. I'd actually quickly bang them all out. And then we'll go and hunt a man.
Detected.
Except instead of a man, it's going to be...
Hey there,
Just-
you got something to trade?
Well, I mean, we're hunting men, but we'll just, the main objective becomes someone's watch. We do have Zvia there. That can be handy if I want to mess about with getting that Zvia chest on second account.
Need anything, come by and see me.
And else useful though. That mask will be useful for newbies.
Thanks.
Yeah, don't have the ability to test the crafting bug on this account, so we won't. I'll just assume it's fixed. They fixed it correctly before. They just needed to merge it with you know, correctly. Also, in the end, they didn't call this 20.2,
Safe area
did they?
entered.
No, this is just like emergency patch kind of thing. Not a actual numbered one. Yeah, let's give it a try. Well, I could just put my world on normal, especially if I'm gonna drop the direct. Yes. Actually, you know what? We'll do it on character one. We'll just go and get masked or something. Yeah, let's do that. But then while we're here, let's get the SHE requisition. More than enough resources, and yeah, it's resources that we're pretty full up on as well. And yeah, we do get double level. So actually, even having 4 characters, you basically get 8 out of the 15 levels done. Just by that, just by virtue of... Do I need another mask? Not particularly.
appreciate the trade.
Strained
Good
F2000
to
as
see
well.
you.
I've enough F2000s. Let's have that up. I don't know, maybe they got it up at but they did without any extensions. Because I kind of have till 4-ish my times, which is another 3.5 hours. So if they had extended it, I would have just skipped
Agent, we
it.
still haven't located the mobile shade server at Kenley College.
Let's
It has to be there. We should
see,
investigate
what
the
is the
site again.
invasion?
Check in with Torres when you're free.
Okay.
Safe
Yeah,
area
it's
detected.
this again. So yeah, hopefully we can actually get the world state fixed, because we usually need this to be cleared of Black Dusk, so we don't have to deal with Black Dusk. Although I'm thinking of actually filling up one character with just Black Dusk bounties, or whenever we have a good, well, because what is next as the global events? Polarity switch. For polarity will work. But actually, yeah, especially for Guardians and stuff, it would work. Just to get their tactical assessments. Oh yeah, let's get our second project done. Let's actually go through all the characters and just quickly get these out of the way.
Agent, good to be seeing you.
Pop them first.
Thank you.
And if it
Agent.
was
I
a
appreciate the business.
crit chance bullet king, I might keep an extra crit chance bullet king. Bullet king has been started to just you're just being lazy. Sometimes it can be handy. It's a damage loss, but you know, for instance, with Guardians, who cares? You just keep the button going and just murder everything.
Entering safe area.
I had to get. Well, actually, at the end of it, couldn't really sleep last night, but I had to get up actually pretty early. So I was like, you know what? I'll just stay up till that time and get the also that video out. Actually, yeah. How did that? How is that video doing? Actually, okay. That's it. Most in-depth guides aren't that interesting to people I've known, but also it's the one I care more about. Definitely will keep those going. Funny thing with them is actually that they get viewership just all like continuously. Where like some stuff like rambling talks, just you know, once like my thoughts on season stuff or like PTSs, those get their views and then just kind of fall off as kind of expected. But yeah, the in-depth guides kind of keep being watched continuously. I don't need any of those. Also, actually, wait. Just quickly gonna check one thing on character 3. And then we'll go to character 1. Actually, and then with that one first, I'm gonna just go capture a control point and see. Because did she actually have her first part of the manhunt done? Did I actually go out of my way to? I likely did at some point. But I don't remember.
Safe area detected.
Man. Okay, I've done. I have. Okay, let's go to character 1. Let's first go capture a control point and then kind of just go to New York and back and see if it stays. We just do it on normal, but I'm just gonna let's actually also run this silly ninja bike build now without Guardians.
Safe area entered.
This is the one that will get the We will get there. Early Beast 4. Yeah, sorry for the yawns. Getting because I did basically then go and start up shop and come back and just sleep for like 4 or well, yeah, like 8 to 12. So 4 hours, which actually now thinking about it, that's not enough. Definitely need some more later on.
Good to
But
see
for now, there is this one video game I like playing, so we're gonna play that. I did have this reconstructed cache. I'm gonna guess they haven't fixed anything, but especially if it's not a 21.2. But that thing is not gonna survive in our inventory for long anyway. Might as well pull that band-aid off. I have 10 more in my stash.
deal.
And then I have a further like 5k in NSA tech. Save them. No. I'm not hurting for those. Yeah, rifle zone sounds nice. Let's just go capture the mast. Real quick. See if the world state stuff has also been fixed. It wasn't mentioned in the list of the things that they had. I don't have any directives on. That's fine then. Would have been smarter to have some directives on. But
The drone! Let's get
we're gonna determine that up. Oh, I went right under his arm. Let's call him in as well, actually. Just
Reinforcements en route.
right into the testicles now. He just saw one of his friends die on that thing, and his idea was, you know what? I'm gonna go run up there and get on the same thing. Effing Neo there,
Hostile detected.
dodging everything. Yeah, so far it's capping at 26-ish, 25-ish, 24-ish.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
I did not see that one over there. Curious to see what it will be with the our rolly piece.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Instead of Chingler. Chingler helps the second shot, but not so much the cap or anything. Let's put my gun there. They get caught up in something. Oops. They did. I wanna go all the way out there. Oh, I see now. Some black dust there. Shoot him in the. Could have shot him in the head. I explicitly went for his.
That minigun can help us out! Go get him!
Heavily armored hostile detected.
We wipe them out! They won't be
Yes,
attacking our
we.
settlement now. I'm reloading! First!
So actually there in 10 shots I didn't get 3 shots in a row. Is what that reload meant. Which means that I suck. No need for rogues game.
Supply room access unlocked.
Loot this quickly up. Get the loot out here as well.
Come on, do a sweep! Let's get this place locked down!
And then we'll fast travel to New York and back and see if the world remembers that this control point belongs to us. Let us see. Could have just done that on normal and stuff. Might as well. Well, actually, yeah. If I was doing it on heroic, I should have done it with 5 directives. That's what that build is
Safe
for
area
anyway.
detected.
Let's go back and let us see.
Safe area
Maybe?
entered.
No. God damn it. Yeah. That still sucks. That's that and Brazen are the last 3 things they really still need to address then. As long as the crafting bug is fixed, which I'm assuming it just is fixed.
Come on up. Finest selection in the district.
It's also not a given, but I don't have it available on this account. We can have a peek later on if we're on a different account. Manhunt. Hercules. Downtown East. Oh. Starts with a control point we could have just captured there. Oh, that one might have been weird because we're capturing, you know, weird ones. Yeah. Thinking of not just running. You know what? Yeah, we'll run Turtron Hybrid just to run something else. I could just run a tech tank. You know, just for the variety. This can go with good damage range. This needs great chance if I go. Memento. Alright, let's go capture that, shall we? I'll just solo through this, just wanna take the time. Listen to the comms. And, get the story. Actually, I don't feel I listened to the last few comms of the last one either. I don't know actually, but look of thing out. I did.
Welcome home, Agent. Apologies for the shock treatment back in New York.
I was
but
the initial
we
one.
had to make sure you were ready.
I was like, which
to
one is
join
this
us.
one?
I'm not sure where your loyalties lie.
Shut up,
since
Tina.
you've killed me once already.
And without Guardians, really just everything's gonna feel weaker for a little bit.
Check your weapons.
Think we're helpless, huh?
Need to reload. I'll watch. My tack rig's all messed.
Oh, you know what? Before we let's take 3. Cool skills also wouldn't be too horrendous, but yeah, let's just not deal with that. Neither ammo orders. Yeah, let's take 3. It's gonna put us here anyway. Let's go there. We're just gonna put us at a safe house anyway. Let's jump to one ourselves. Yump back and then yump over there. Because they always like the negotiated third drone hybrid. Sitting there, I was just like, wait, was it the negotiator on the scale or the ongoing? But it's the negotiator. It's because you can negotiate forcefully.
Let's do it.
Charging up the momentum can be nice here as well. Although I'm gonna armor break a lot because I'm glass. That's also okay. It's not matter much. Let's get this loot. Have a look at this creepy piece of shit. With eyeballs in his mouth and mouths where his eyes should be, and its ears are like way too low and feels upside down, but that is the hair. It's just grotesque, I feel is the right word for it. Oh, okay, damn it. Are they coming or going? They're going down. Can't sneak past them, but we'll still have to deal with them. Or at least not a full convoy. I wanna go up there. And then get my turret there-ish. Off to the races. I really want that guy's backpack. Yeah, that help spread a lot of destruction. Use that for transfer. How far away are you? And why? Guess we'll just have to transfer to you.
Can't take many more hits.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Transferring to those engineers in the back. Stuff in the front. Oh, this guy's nice. Make sure we mark you. I really want to mark you. Thank you. Murder everybody with him. Let's go. Got recycled. And he did tennis. So we'll go and fill back up on ammo. Take our team. This is also, especially with third drone hybrids, I'm never gonna call them in. Unless it's a control point where it's a lot of running to get to it again. Because these things are fragile. They are, you know, they are glass. I'm basically 2 good mistakes away from death. Let's go pick up all of the mementos. Because they help the damage as well. I'm gonna put my turret up there just so it has, you know, an overwatch position. I always forget that. Yeah, this is where we can
Reinforcements
goes for a
incoming.
bit.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Screw you, turret. I hope I deconstruct you. Okay. Aggro just randomly stuff out there. Would have been nice if it didn't. But it did. What does this have to do?
Serious trauma detected. Immediate medical assistance needed.
Afraid of being on both sides. Well, we'll just fall back. Eventually my reinforcements will get here as well. Use them as well. Is that medic or is just another people?
Heavily armored hostile detected.
How many people are here? It's a private party. I invited all of you. I'm here murdering the main will murder the rest anyway, if I can land any shots on target.
Hercules, use your strength and cunning to slay the lion.
The lion. Like this?
Supply room access.
We'll go on deeper and see what that means, but also let's calm it up.
How does it feel
How's what feel, Keener?
to kill your sister?
Fuck you, Keener.
You had no other choice.
I wouldn't have done it if I did.
You did the right thing.
Something
Your approval makes me feel so much better.
We're supposed to be a phoenix, but you...
interesting.
You're a lioness.
What are you talking about?
Fierce, loyal, working for the pride, protecting the king while he sits on his throne, getting fat off the kills you provide him.
We're not talking about lions anymore, are we?
How do you feel knowing Calvin McManus could have prevented all of this and chose not to?
Enough of your riddles, Keener.
Now, you have no reason to believe me, but since you trust him so much, maybe you'll believe Isaac.
Okay, so you're obsessed with Gordon Amherst and believe he may be a threat to national security, but can't prove that, and all you have to go on is some rants about climate change?
And his association with Vitaly Chernenko.
What now?
Chernenko, Russian virologist who specializes in 3D printing.
Alright. That is a solid case to be made there. So that's the thing, Hoskins, that we've she hasn't propped up earlier, has she? Like she was also in the gonna go one street that way. Descent comms.
Hostile broadcast picked up.
The target is
Or do I
nearby.
just not remember her at all? Which could also happen. This fight could go very bad for me. Going upstairs here with a glass build can be deadly. Keep our distance. There seems to be a war zone. somewhere in cover. Or that tree is blue. Into the lions then, literally. Who are you and why are you shooting at me? The question of our age. Who are you and why are you shooting at me? Sir, madam, enjoy. I also have remote control things. They just go a little bit faster than yours. Although they're remote controlled, not by me, but just AI. Get in here. Don't have enough play glass with bird nor active. If you get used to it. I've for the entirety of like season 1 and 2, I was one of those get glass or get out. I know, that's funny though. But if you play glass is one of those things you just learn to play. But here as well, so for instance, there's a reason why I'm much more like nonchalant on this one. Actually, if I'm running like full glass against especially this and stuff, I just wouldn't nowadays, I just would run it. Here I have 2 very powerful decoys, keeping them off of me. That makes all the difference. And then fragile just doesn't matter. When you are glass, my true armor is my health kit. So that I have some armor in front of that really doesn't matter. If I have 5 breaks, that's fine. Like I'll clean them up if I have some med packs. Like if I'm full on med packs and there is one on the ground, I'll clean it up. But anyways, components for this week. So just checking this. This is a food zone. Oh yeah, that will happen. I'll explain again once we're out of it. But yeah, that's the realities of the Twitches. They want you to run ads. This is the only part that might suck. Then we get spotted early. It's not the worst enemies.
Serious trauma
Okay.
detected.
Yep.
No. You can patch yourself up all you want.
I'm just gonna take it a little bit slower here because I did hit health gates, which was expected coming up here. I was actually expecting to maybe die. Because this area coming up is horrendous. Yeah, but yeah, to kind of explain again, I don't know which question did get. But yeah, I've played a lot of glass and gotten full red glass, which is a revive hive and a pulse. That was my go-to. That grenade guy is very dangerous for me. And partially as well, after a while you just get used to it. Here as well, I have 2, like I have a turret, I have a drone. Both of those things can grab aggro off of me and make it so that it's easier to deal with. And as well, like the armor breaks don't really matter to class. Anytime I'm gonna get hit hard, I'm gonna go to health gate anyway. That's the real armor. You just keep track of
Hercules. You'll need Vanguard's help, but you need to finish the trials first.
Target neutralized. Good work. Looks like you earned yourself
Okay,
another
so we're
bounty.
like
Well done.
rewalking other people's steps. Yeah, like even if I have 4 armor breaks, that doesn't really matter. These all count for the weekly as well. Where are we going? Oh, another boundary right away? Or no? Ah, control button. Wonder if it'll make us do a mission again. Yeah, let's come from this side. But you did catch the second rerun, right? On the answer.
Friendly combatants detected.
Because over time, yeah, glass is not that big of an issue. It's actually a pretty good teacher. I would actually even nowadays where glass isn't. I mean, you could still put it in strikers even, but back in the day, glass reds were like what strikers is now.
I miss my phone. Fuck this. I didn't sign on.
The extra patrol here. What I might do is actually set up here. What I should call them in right now.
Reinforcements en route.
It's here as well. I'm pretty safe from a lot of aggro here.
I'm gonna need a.
And I can just
Immediate
sit
medical
around and do
assistance
my
needed.
negotiator things. It takes a while to get trusting enough with with your turret and drone to go like, you know what? I'm leaving out a revive hive on a. That took me a while. Like, it's a glass build, but then you don't have a hive. How do you even live? And the answer is pretty easily.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
The chances of me dying on this is actually good. I really wanna kind of out of range. Usually they run out real fast, but I think just because my allies are there, easy enough. I can already deconstruct my turret. It's not very useful there.
I might as well not have a weapon.
I'm gonna somewhat leave this guy alive and just make it inside and go up. Actually, I need ammo.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Need to reload!
I'll watch your back.
Friendly combatants nearby.
Hostile engaged.
Now I have even more decoys. Oh, where's my stairs? There'll be one more. Man, these engineers are just planting billion miles away. It's the nice thing about negotiator. That guy was kind of getting away from me, but then I just negotiated with him. It's funny that my drone was kind of sticking around like that. Especially when I have 3 targets up, this actually does do decent damage.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
How was that? Mark that guy and then. Surprised they didn't all die with the names. Sorry, could you? Last second.
It could be worse, Hercules. Vanguard could have made you clean the stables.
What a sentence. Hello, Rogies.
Rogue agent detected. Friendly combatants nearby. Hostile incinerator turret
transfer.
detected. Serious
Yeah,
trauma
stop shooting
detected.
me. Shoot my turret instead.
Target lost.
Saw that one coming. We almost had them. Also, it's not influential for the outcome here.
Target lost.
We just don't get their loot.
Rogue agent eliminated.
That was a lucky cam on there, and
Supply room
hitting me
access
up there with the
unlocked.
cam was
Supply room
actually
access
impressive.
Unlocked.
Give that rogue a medal. Yeah, that's what I did. The first watching all playing. Yes. The thing is, though, it's easy to get into a spiral downwards of thinking that if you're not surviving, so you should put more towards survivability. That is one of the things is if you kill faster, less things will be shooting at you very quickly. That is the core ideology for full red builds, basically. So instead of having any survivability built in, you just put in as much damage as you can and make sure that things just die quickly. Because the longer things stay alive, the more damage they can do. So, for instance, in that setup as well, if, for instance, Unbreakable, if you went for something like kinetic momentum, which even isn't class, for instance, doesn't increase your incoming damage, but helps your turret and drone do more. Your turret and drone might have like killed more, and then your Unbreakable becomes kind of less needed.
Sawyer's daughter, Eleanor, is being held by the hyenas for leverage over the theater settlement. We need to get her back alive and unharmed.
No medal for
Kelso
rogues.
is already
I mean, they already have the medals. They're rogues. They don't care about our rules.
So the two of you can link up to secure the hostage.
Actually, for this mission, I'm not
You're
going
a
to stay
while,
this.
know the building, but they shouldn't be
This will be
expecting
too
an attack.
slow. I want to go a little bit faster.
Detected. Friendly control
Let's
point
just go
in
with
proximity.
the normal tech tank. Seeing as we're tech tank as well, let's take cool skills because that doesn't matter to it. And let's go to Grand Washington.
You're right next to the Grand Washington Hotel.
Okay, here we go. That should get their attention. Head to the service
Current
entrance on the
season
east
ending
side of
in
the
4
building.
weeks? No, the current season is going to go on for another 3 months. It is actually the season length of a normal season is the season of planet Earth length. Seasons are currently 4 months per season, which they should have maybe gone with a different word for it than seasons at that point. But yeah, we have done 4 weeks so far, and it's going to be another 12 weeks.
Hostile radio intercepted.
Although, well, yeah, 12 weeks. I say 3 months because that's shorter than 3 months. My little man. Still, I'm no longer running negotiator, but I was trying to mark and transfer, which I don't have the option to. Let's get the key here off of this dead body as we investigate and get the key. I'll get us some loot later on.
Save their ass.
Did the negotiator thing there again?
Hostile radio intercepted.
I'm heading upstairs to the hostage. Everybody, get to the atrium.
Shit. Saint's here.
The who now?
Hyena big shot. Real unpleasant. We need to kill this asshole.
I'm meant to travel until the changed way of playing now. I'm going to run and gun more. No, I'm joking. Yeah.
Nobody.
And once you kind of get into that, there is still, of course, a balance that you can do. For instance, I feel that what I'm running now is what I affectionately call tech tanks. They're kind of a balance between damage output and defense. I feel like one of the better ways of doing it. Because I can take a bunch of hits, although mostly on my shield. I'm not that chunky. I have a few blue cores, but the shield is very strong on this thing. So, and this kind of actually the one I'm running now is kind of the weakest version of them.
He went
all the way to the top
which
floor.
is the high-end
Take the
one,
stairs to the right of the
especially the
elevators and work your
Heartbreaker
way up.
one and the Striker Tech Tank. Those two are a little bit more. I'm gonna take these shotguns for these. A lot more effective. But those are on other characters. That's the seasons. Yeah. Also, well, if you want to get the season, keep in mind that the season pass is only for cosmetics and a few extra caches. It's not required. All of the things of the seasons, the blueprints, getting the newer gear for the and stuff like that, getting the exotics at the end, you get all of that for free. The season pass is a bunch of extra cosmetics, is a bunch of extra caches, which can mean loot, of course, but it's not completely a game changer. It gives you a few extra exotic caches along the way. It gives you a few season caches and stuff, and a bunch of keys and a bunch of textiles, but isn't required at all. Plenty of people play with that.
Nobody's responding from the atrium.
And whoever attacked us might be headed this way.
I think I heard something.
Backpacks off. As I'm showing, it's. I'm just gonna kill this turret. Sniper turret's hurt. The reason I like these builds is they're nice and tanky, and I can run and gun like an idiot and get away with it, making it easier to, you know, interact with chat and stuff as well. As also, yeah, solo scaling is not that hard anyway.
No one can save you now.
Ouch. Over the railing she went. Person update. 27, yeah. Yeah, that is a common setup to go with. Although, yeah, especially for solo, I can definitely recommend also trying out the Tech Tank variants and Striker Tech Tank or Heartbreaker Tech Tank. Actually, yeah, let me. I'm talking about these, but likely maybe some newer viewers. I'll link to the recommended build list. I'll do that on the YouTube end as well. That's not how you spell that. Yeah. A little bit of dyslexia there. I'll pump up a link in a second.
I just found an ammo stockpile. I'm gonna
I know, that's my list of recommended builds. Of course, yeah, strikers at the top basically, but then a bunch of other things. Hotshot as well is worth having nowadays for some farm-ins, especially determined hotshots. Yeah, the nice thing about this, I can just stand in front of a minigun and just knock it down. The only one I do care about is her. Explosives hurt. Hyenas generally miss until you expect them to miss, and then they'll hit.
As long as I'm not breathing asbestos. That blast did a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. Get any Snickers, any cheese in? Not per se for, well, there isn't any good zones for today. But yeah, first off, although, well, I mean, it's a manhunt, so 15 levels will go fly by, as you get basically 7.5 levels are getting double XP, so you get 15 levels pretty quickly. But in a little bit, I might actually go and hit a weekly on this character and finish the other parts of it off. Although actually this overlaps partially with that. the manhunt.
Can't miss now.
Do we get this wave? No. I haven't been in here solo for quite a while. Because generally for missions and stuff, I don't do them solo often. I end up doing them either match made or yeah, we're just grabbing people from the stream and just. Oh, okay. Oh, so it gets that wave and then that. So it's skipping the middle part where they jump down. So we got the crate. Also, did we actually listen to that second collectible? I don't think so. Yeah,
Well, Mac's dead.
How did it happen?
Oh, she didn't die. Well,
That's
not
Viper.
yet, but she will. She just signed her death certificate.
She didn't join Nat's little army.
She did not. She opened her house, and now all the refugees are wearing Merit Classic teas while drinking the family reserve and going to turn the Rose Garden into a farm for the community.
Well, she was always a humanitarian at heart.
She's not the one that got away, Keener.
Have to admire a woman with those means, choosing community over her personal safety.
You sound like a lovesick puppy, you know that?
What can I say? I love complicated women.
Yeah, Mac is a lot of things, but good for you is not one of them.
You're a good friend, Bridge.
I'm on the roof, holding for backup.
I have eyes on you, Kelso.
You see Saint?
Yeah,
I don't know what he looks like, but there are plenty of hostiles
the
up there.
Guardian ends yesterday,
Not for
yes.
long.
Well, today. This morning. The global events just last 1 week nowadays. You can also always check in the season track. It shows time remaining. Or well, basically when the next global event starts. Or when the next thing starts on the... Why is my shield looking as if it's always... Wait, what? Have I just never noticed that with the capacitor? Does it make the shield also? That's new, right? Or that's something like... I haven't run this build in a bit. I don't generally run capacitor together with shield. But I feel I would have noticed that. Anyway, that key we picked up earlier, that opens up this. You left some stars. Yeah, that can. Generally, it's best to just spend your stars as you go. Although, that's one of those do as I say, not as I do, because I also just leave all my stars till the end just so I can see like a big number and then go buy all the exotic caches all at once. One consolation might be, but this is a very big might, because last season, if you had points remaining in one, the next time it came around, those stars would still be there. That isn't the intended way. It clearly says you will lose the stars, but it might, next time it comes around, give it a check. I've also left some stars in there just to check as well.
Glad you made it.
But you shouldn't expect that, because that is actually, that isn't actually what it says on the tin. But yeah, I had the same with second account last season as well with like one of the global events. I'd forgotten to spend like 100 stars, and the next time whatever it was came around, they were all there. But yeah, again, that's at the very least not the intended thing, so might just be in our favor for now. Actually, you know what? Let's go be a little bit closer. Have some safety here because of the memento drops. Kill confirmed will keep me alive if I need them. Are you really the only enemy? Ah, okay, there's one back. I was gonna say, it's gonna spawn the next wave on one remaining. Why didn't it? Already. Now here we do wanna murder the named guy. That will make it so it's the last wave. Let's go do that. Where did you go? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Stand here and unload. That's merciless like me. Sorry. Oh, it's gonna be a merciless thing. Oh no, sorry. Could have gone with my second guess. Those are specific drops from hyenas, so they have an extra chance of dropping them on their missions and stuff.
Eleanor? Your mom sent us to bring you home. Are you hurt?
Who are you?
I know, we saw Kelso once again.
She's in shock. I'll bring her
That
down.
traitorous bitch.
You got hostiles flooding into the building from the street.
I'm willing to bet she's gonna turn out to be double. But also, I get the feeling they're trying to make Keener into not the bad guy, which like trying to make the Joker into like, no, he was a good guy all along. All those people he killed, nah. And we shall fight our greatest foe we have ever faced. Wait, doesn't spawn left, Sala? Which is the door. I feel at some point this thing should just be the manhunt target. You have faced many an adversary, but can you defeat the door? Should make a global event where just all the enemies are just doors. Sniper turret, could you stop shooting me in the back? Thank you. Put your own there. So here you're out of combat. What you could do is actually just swap off and grab a striker as well. I want to lose my memento, so we'll just sit here and do this. The door. I'm gonna run out of ammo. Things we do for our memento stats.
If you want a chance at the girdle, you need to complete the trials, Hercules.
The girdle?
Manny, is Odessa on the line?
I'll patch her in.
Isn't girdle a
Odessa?
belt or something?
Kelso has some news for you.
We got Eleanor.
Well,
Is she okay? She's okay. I'm bringing her home. Oh, God. Oh, thank God. See you soon.
So I need to. Because we skip one other one actually as well. The pay addition. So first this.
Family.
Good. Stable.
I guess it's a good thing you had family with a farm that could take them in.
Yeah, lucky.
How did your aunt afford to buy the
It's
farm?
gonna go to the
upstate?
hotel.
Real story or cover story?
Cover story.
A long-lost uncle, 3 times removed, died, and we inherited the property. She was struggling to find a place to live, and we agreed to let her live there for free. She kept it up and let the family visit and have a vacation from time to time.
Real story?
I used my division bonus to buy a backup plan.
Smart. I used my division salary to cover alimony to my second ex-wife and bought some crypto.
Bought some crypto? Okay. It's getting real.
Always invest in real estate. Especially real estate that has hidden bunkers and panic rooms.
Yeah, let's have the other one too. Who's shooting me? Porter, where are you? Oh, it's not the one. I mean, it's daytime. What are you guys doing out? Back underground. Yeah. Let's try to pop the other comm.
We are not talking about this.
Come on. I just want to know how much control she has over the manufacturing process.
As much as someone who has the money and understands the fundamentals, but wouldn't pick up a soldering iron for fear of it messing up her nails or pantsuit.
So, complete control in all the ways that matter.
Sure, corporate keener. Not really a fan of this version of your emotional evolution.
I'm just working on understanding where we went wrong so we can make sure we don't repeat the mistakes of the past.
I was wrong. I prefer corporate keener to introspective keener. This model makes me uncomfortable.
We all need to evolve if we're going to survive.
Or you bend the knee.
How's that going for you?
Actively looking for a way to get Nat's leash off my neck.
You could stop wearing the black tusk girdle.
Oh, but if I did that, then your little plan won't work. Operation Cassandra depends on me staying in Nat's good graces.
Soon. We're almost ready. And after she lost Heather to budget cuts, I think we can land the Cyclops.
Don't call her
Cyclops.
that. The eye patch is kind of hot.
Who's the lovesick puppy now?
Target is near you, Agent.
Wait, does that just mean fail out, right? The Cyclops. I really need to bring Barton back into the story somehow. I mean, and the somehow is pretty easy. He just wakes up. He's in a coma. It's not that. Oh wow, it spawned there? It never spawns there. Guess I mean. Get out of here. Oh, surprised that didn't take my shield off. Also, yeah, it hasn't been doing that for forever, right? The shield with the guys. Or did I just not pay attention? I definitely haven't been running this build much recently, but I feel I would have noticed that even with the not running it much. It's starting to get warm again. Let's actually turn on a fan a little bit. Ah, no, either will be some. And yeah, it's actually any damage. Sergeant Grayan and then Lieutenant Grayan and then Major Grayan. We're just murdering a family.
Here they come.
And if there's one downside to the capacitor, it's its accuracy and stuff. Just trying to actually make it do the thing you want it to do. hit the spot you wanted to hit. Sometimes annoying. But yeah, on this build, it is actually much better than anything else I could put on there. Because it has 3 yellow cores. Generally, once you reach like 3 yellow cores and you're using them for something as well. So for this in this case, it is part of the build's defense. Then yeah, capacitor makes sense. That's fine.
on the way.
Takes out a few people right away. Where did this one go? So how do you guys not have ragers on? Also, being here, it's gonna likely not just spawn in here. Hold up, so
Back me up!
That's the target, Agent.
let's use that on the ground to CC them with. This might be a little bit too much for my shield. Hold on a second. This one.
Got a target.
Never mind, it healed back to full. I keep forgetting actually that yeah, this thing has a extra tier on its artificer.
Target
I'm a little less
neutralized.
chunky, but my shield is definitely more chunky. It heals up quite a bit versus the other ones.
Target down. Good job.
Is something so?
Cleaning up
Okay.
the streets, one bad guy.
I'm gonna say, am I not supposed to get
Nicely
this?
done, Sheriff.
Bounty completed. Oh wait, what? I keep asking myself, are you up for it? Will you pull through? So far you succeeded, there is no denying that. But can you go all the way, Hercules? It's never guaranteed. I am not an easy man to impress, agents. Goddamn Keener and his theatrics. Okay, and this is gonna be at the hotel then. Did I grab the key chest? No. It's like I grabbed something. Let's go get that crate in the back there as well. And let's go over to that hotel. Sometimes it's really handy to have the classified. You just they're mostly useful as fast travel points. Although I definitely somewhere in this season on second account I bought Ultimate. I've never actually done all of them on second account, and it's been years since I've done them because I've done them, especially on this character. It's the one that has all of them
Target is
done.
nearby.
But basically back when they came out, and then maybe repeated it here or there once. I should kind of revisit them and struggle through some of them, because I remember some of them, especially for getting the backpack trophy, were kind of... You basically had to look it up.
Worse than my old job.
Sir, could your backpack explode, please? Thank you. Thanks for the memento. I could use the ammo. Just do a little bit of this as well. Sure, this works. That's thinking I was gonna hit that tarp.
Armored.
Sorry, lady. I don't think what you were offering me there was edible. They did put the bounty the correct way around, at least. Still beating them up. I'm gonna bet the second wave is gonna spawn upstairs here somewhere. I might be in danger.
Let's go.
Grenade out!
Oh.
Watch out! Hostile shield!
Give it up.
God damn it! I'm gonna frag him.
That's a good spot for a turret.
Wonderful, that grenade once, luckily it missed. Now shoot everybody else except that shotgun. That shotgun will just, you know, he won't go and hide. Except of course, one time I say that he is gonna. Well, he's trying to get up the stairs. Next zone. Of the resources, let's get our hits. Let's get some ammo along the way here. There's ammo box. And let's go kill Major Atlas. That.
Target spotted, Sheriff.
I need to get his backpack real quick. I'm just gonna get out of that. That's not a fight. I'm gonna win. Of course, he's behind the thing. Okay, I can take off, especially a named grenadier. It's gonna just take my shield off in one of the hits.
Considering what you could bring to the table. That's enough for now, Hercules. The next test is for Leto. I hope you're up to the challenge.
You got the target. Nice.
Later. I don't actually remember. Hercules was one of the minor manhunt targets or something, right?
Looks like you earned yourself another bounty. Well done.
But I'll be damned if I remember. Their watches go orange. What does that mean? Was the real non-rogue inside of us all along? Got ourselves an everlasting. So each of these bounties now, they've changed it to where all of the points where you get a bounty, which is actually kind of good for newer players. So every time, like this one had 3 bounties in it, or 2 bounties. 2 bounties in it. Oh, there were 3, right? Yeah, it was 2 plus then the final. All of them are dropping now. A named item guaranteed on the final target. Or on the final manhunt boss, basically, and all of them can be DZ items as well. So That'll help newer players get some TDI cards and stuff like that. Is it 50%? Hey, they learned how to put it so it's exactly the number that they want it to be, or we want it to be. To turn off all directions when doing the class but will not stay fixed. At some point they'll mess up some of the puzzles like modes in the marina. Okay. They'll likely will not have fixed setup, but why would it mess up the emote in the marina?
Come on over and take a look.
It's a weird one to have. And I keep that detox. I think I still have one guy as well somewhere where I don't have a free talentable D50. But yeah, like I would just do them without any directions. Some point. Was it just that you had directives on one time and then you went back in and that you had directives off at that second time? Because that could just also be, you know, not causation, but just causality. Unless it's a... I mean, we can even test it. Because I remember that one being finicky always, anyway. Any of the emote ones is always finicky.
Thanks for the deal.
And sometimes just doesn't register. Because thinking back to it, I think I had that exact same issue, like, all the way back. And that was before directives were even on the world. Or aid, like, yeah. Oh, we have a chocolate starfish. Give him a wave. Yeah, well, let's see. I'm gonna go do the weekly, the rest of it. So yeah, some Jefferson, some district, bunch of activities in those zones. Oh, as well as actually Federal Triangle is a zone I'm interested in doing activities in anyway. It's RLD. And if anybody's interested in joining me for some of those, I wouldn't mind the company. We'll just keep it 3 directives for the open world, and we'll do 5 directives for the missions. Because actually, these 2 zones are worth it. This zone was the manhunt anyway. I think I'll go start with the activities, and if anybody is interested, let me know, because we spawned a bunch of stuff in, so might as well get those hit up. Definitely want to also capture the control point anyway. Yeah, so we just go hit this, get this, and then roam that zone for a little bit. No birds of that. I'm just saying. I'm asking. I wouldn't. Because also, yeah, even repeated ones. Yeah, I mean, sometimes we've come to the same conclusion. But yeah, if that is a reported issue, then. Because it's too easy to go to a definitive a version. But yeah, if it is, you know, verifiably so, then trust. Let's get this up. Yeah, let's go get the territories here. It's charged up again. Ah, extra. Why is there a patrol there on the stairs? What? These guys before we hit the final part here. Is that 4? No, that's 4. I was gonna say. Roaming patrols are generally not less than 4. Oh. Right.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
What was that lady the whole time?
Nazi scheme detected.
Oh yeah, let's go at the back here. Because also that's likely then the only place that it breaks with directives, because at the very least there is a farming method now that is getting abused that includes using directives specifically with at least the first classified and one other classified. On this Fury tech tank area for this part. Make this go quicker. This tech tank is pretty slow. It's not like unbearably slow. Stop shooting me. No more ammo for you.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Firing an RPG.
Not it. No rockets to the face, please.
You're dead meat.
As a last resort, she chose to punch me in the face. So. Oh, you ready? Good. We've had all the different combinations of that chest, except the one that I'm looking for. Because I'm looking for a chest with weapon handling headshot. With Headhunter on? But it has been eluding me. And this is the one control point you don't call them in. Especially, I mean, there's a bunch of them, but you shouldn't call them in right away, because they just spawn from two places out here. And instead of calling them in and having this be like an actual fight, what is going to happen here is that I'm going to call them in now and just murder them as they come up.
Reinforcements incoming.
Gotta go for it!
Incoming hostiles detected.
I knew it!
Are we flying?
Hostile control point detected.
Engaging the hostile!
Medical life is not a good idea. Well, actually it's solo, so that wave didn't spawn till the last one. Usually there's more foamers, that helps this part a lot.
Heavily armored
There's the
hostile
boss.
detected.
At least we have now some foamers. So we can do that. Oh, actually it's there. Thought it was much more to my left. I was trying to backpedal to get behind that car.
Get away from me!
Well, it takes a while to kill a named. But also not hard to deal with. Anyway, as I was, oh well, there's actually a pristine that doesn't count. But yeah, we're getting all of the permutations except the one that I am looking for. It's not even care if it's like good rolled. I have to put aside the resources to max it out. And also, we're still quicker than our allies, even though that wasn't that fast to clear that out. We're still ahead of it here.
Going alone, man. Well done surviving that last encounter.
Supply room access unlocked.
Our leads. So I need to do 3 more here. There were 3. There are now not 3. I hate this propaganda. Actually, I might have a bounty here. Should maybe even do those challenging ones just to get them off the map. That's the annoying thing. I wish the daily didn't just give you a bounty at all. Because these things, especially when we're like, if I'm high farming here, they'll count towards having a few bounties. They'll eat up the other ones. Well, let's go bang out these 3 the 2 challenging and the heroic one just to get them deleted.
Target near you.
Fluffy bullfrog. Because activities in this zone suck anyway. Trying to do that. They're very spread out. There's many fast travel points. Might as well do bannies. Church bitches. Let's look at our.
That's the target agent.
I was gonna say I didn't see a heavy, but just this one has voice lines of a heavy. Because this area is kind of bounty cheesable as well, although it's not as good as a lot of the other. What? I fat fingered one there. Suddenly my hive was out. Good thing cool skills wasn't on. That would have actually been annoying. Did you get there? No. Where are you? Maybe chase you all the way down.
Target spotted, Sheriff.
Really, it's forcing us to go all the way through. Because yeah, again, if you have the control point captured, you can just fast travel there and pop one. In here, it will generally go here. It has a few spots it can put it, but it has a high tendency towards this point. To the point that I barely ever see heroics go to any other place than this. It's point of the daily bounty. You don't get bonus for completing the daily bounties are worthwhile, especially if you're trying to still get spec points. So the daily bounties have spec points on them as an extra reward. So that's really their only purpose, and it's there for newer players and stuff if they just need to get bounties and stuff. Because not everybody knows that you can just farm bounties.
You got the target.
You need to do, for instance, you know, if you have a challenge to do a bunch of bounties. Especially, for instance, there is a project of doing the bounties in a group setting and stuff.
That's another one down. Good job, Agent.
But yeah, starting out, they're worth it for just, yeah, you get extra specialization points out of them. Making it so that actually, for instance, when I had my new character, I would make it my thing to go and get them each and every day. Every day. Because they're pretty easy and they give, I think, like 3 per normal and hard, and then 5 for the challenging one, if I remember correctly. And that adds up. And they're like, they're normal and hard and challenging, so you just burn through them. And also starting out, that makes it so that you're getting some credits, because credits are actually, when you're starting out, it is actually one of the bottlenecks that you kind of have, unless you know that bounties give you a lot of resources for, or give you a bunch of credits. Because every recalibration and stuff is 5k, and you don't really actually get much credits in other ways. And yeah, of course, yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, for longer time players, yeah, nothing per se. Maybe if you just want to get 10 bounties done, and you just want to not go do heroics just because of, you know, you want to do it quickly or something. Or some of the global events.
Get it from here.
But yeah, once you're done with specialization points, which is just a finite grind anyways. Eventually you'll reach the end of it.
Clearing out!
I wished, although I mean, that system was also kind of crap. I think it's actually still there when you were leveling. At least my World Tier 5 character still had that system, which is the old bounty system, where you had to do basically, you didn't have, actually, well, now they also had the daily bounties. What they also had was a weekly bounty thingy, where you basically had a tree on both ends, so you would have 2 hards on some zones. You would have to do each end of or like if you did one of the ends, you would kind of get tournament style. You would go get a challenging, and then there were 2 challengings, and when you did those 2, you would unlock a heroic weekly. Although, yeah, that's also busy work. Nowadays, we just farm bounties in the zones when we need them. That's much easier.
You're going down!
Target spotted, Sheriff.
We'll just do these challenging ones to get them off the map. Tidying up my map. Wait, when did I do 2 activities in Judiciary Scar? Oh, likely that one patrol I killed was returning with some resources or something. Because then they count as well.
An ambush!
Get them to jump down. Yeah, they don't take health damage when they jump down. That's not fair. Is there enemy somewhere, or am I kind of?
That's your target.
Was that just yours? I guess that was just one of your ones. The other way.
Target down. Good job.
50-50 as to where. Also, I should bump this up to 4 echoes then.
You got the target. Nice.
So I should do that. Oh well, that would reset the.
Well done.
Let's do that after. Ah no, let's do that now. Because if I'm solo anyway, that fourth directive doesn't matter anyway. Pool skills does not affect. If you have an artificer on your back, if it doesn't have charges, it doesn't care. It still does the thing that it's supposed to do. Only downside is that I do lose more momentum as I am. World state definitely not fixed yet. So we're gonna go get this last one. But then we'll go from viewpoint, which is a little bit of a longer run. Might get a named group along the way as well.
Target near you.
We do. Target the warhounds. That's the one I especially want to. The milk missile launcher is actually pretty good against warhounds. Solo generally 3 is enough for.
System disrupted.
Although sometimes it is annoying like that.
System back
When the
online.
enemy is just behind something, just enough that it. Hello, will you deconstruct already? Could actually shot it and destroyed it to get an extra moment. We'll get enough mementos. That looks cool. God rays in the rain. It's quite the weather. Mushmouth, lanky, and stinky. If we're not hunting a bounty, we're just putting people out of their misery. If that's your nickname, so yeah. You know what? Might as well grab this. Let's give them a shocking experience. Please don't beat that boss. I want this lady especially. That heavy is the least scary thing here. That mini tank is the most scary thing here. Come to me, so I can quick kill you. Shoot him up. Killed one and it instantly got replaced by another. I'm just gonna go through her because I don't want to go behind you there. Oh, hi. Fancy meeting you here. I'm just gonna kill you. Where's your owner? Hello there, Mushmouth.
Target down. Good job.
Yeah, mini tanks hurt and they hit hard, and they also have that. As long as they're no, the other two. I want the other two reds. Although actually this is pristine again, so not even wouldn't even work. But Yeah, they're grenade that they can shoot when the owner is still alive. It can be super deadly, especially, yeah, with the elites. It has fire, it has disorient.
Sending it.
That's your target.
Cover. I'm right
Wait,
behind
spawn the next wave? Odd amounting.
I'm getting hit.
Because elite ones already have a pretty large radius that they hit. But named ones are horrendous. Let's actually put everything in front of us. Get away from the bleed there.
Arms are... Shit, we got one more man.
I'm just gonna kill that thing. Black Deaths are the most annoying faction always to fight with. And the Warhounds and stuff. They are just big chunks of health. So then most other factions have available. Let's not blow up his backpack. Point blank range.
You got the target. Nice.
That's slanky then.
Target
Let's
agent.
go get Stinky. What names? Actually, in the build collection, yeah. So this is the high-end tech tank, but I would actually recommend this is 1.14. I can even directly link to it, but I actually wait. I almost did that wrong. I would recommend actually 4.14 as a much better build actually, and it's harder and has actually a little bit more tanking as well. The reason I have this is much more so nostalgia. I do want each of my characters to have a similar build to this. So yeah, strikers on one character, I have a heartbreaker on another, negotiator on another, and then yeah, this is the classic one with high end where it all started. Although not in this layout, because yeah, the Brazos didn't exist back then, so it was a lot worse than that. But yeah, as you can see as well, it still does the job. It's more. Yeah, no worries. And always feel free to ask. And generally, if I'm running a build, unless I'm trying something out that hasn't just been added to the build collection yet. For instance, there is one black spot in there. Currently, I'm just getting one last piece that I need for that. Also, what I should do actually is open up with this.
Same old, same old.
Take this to the ground.
Grenade out. Stop that. Got the guy over there.
I need this lady on.
Tango's got our man.
Sit, Fugu, sit. Take the blade, it's fine.
Here they are.
I'll kill him before he got mad and
Target
drunk and
down.
get him.
Good job.
But yeah, as I was saying, generally if it's a build that
One
I'm
bad
just
guy at a
actually like
Nicely done,
running,
Sheriff.
it's gonna be in the build collection. Outside of a few, like if I'm just testing them still or just messing about. That was our 5 here. We need 5 in Judiciary Square, of which we have 2 already. Oh. Actually, this is gear mods. Wouldn't mind actually hitting a control point. Well, let's go do that. Bounty saved up here. Actually, we do have 2 heroics. Add another heroic in there. Well, go and get that one. I actually do need to add that one build in still, that blacksmith. It's funny again as well. I did get actually a DM of like, hey, I think this one build is broken. No, it's just not done yet. Pre-rushers. Okay, you know what? You get to hit me once. Happy now.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Felt bad for them, all of them. Not hitting me actually. Front towards enemy and just keep walking forward and just keep moving. That one gave up. This is like, I'm dead anyway. Just shoot me.
That's it, right?
I can't believe we did it.
Is that it? This zone is also kind of bounty cheesable with this area. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's leave the control points for maybe later. Just also time-wise. So they want to actually do a few countdowns maybe. And see about getting that chest. Even though, yeah, it is on a zone, I'm okay doing a few countdowns. I haven't done many of them recently anyway. As when there is a global event, I tend to just use the global event. I enjoy most of them, so.
Take all your stuff. Fuck.
After its owner is dead, so I'm just leaving it.
Incoming
No, they spawn here, so I want it to be kind of
access key detected.
and hyenas as well. Bring their own CC, especially if there's rushers about. Making for easy murder. Can't I go? Because it's likely going to be on the other end of it, even though it's trying to get me to go to the middle of it. I'm going to assume the entrance is going to be on the east side, so... Some random underground. At least this time we are actually under the ground, so they are they are in the place they belong.
The target is nearby.
Bear, Arizona, and Townie. I think there's more crates in here, but I don't remember this underground area much. Don't feel I ever come down here except when there's a name down here. Let's go and yeah. And yeah, it is on the east side, so Isaac was trying to get me to go the wrong way again. God damn it, Isaac. Anna never leads me to the wrong way. You have been designated rogue. I mean, Diamond is a cryptic dick and it just makes you go in circles sometimes, but... Although Anna is also a cryptic dick because she goes like... Cold, warm, red hot. Tell me where to go. Actually, you know what? I've come back around. Isaac is the better one. He just... You mark something and he still at least tries to give you a path. Even if he, like, yeah, 10-15% of the time fails miserably. Still better than...
Is that it?
Like warm. Warmer. Wee. A nice slide. And hey there, Melania. Actually, well, Malania. Much more the other inflection. But yeah, I am doing well. I hope everybody out there is doing well. You as well. We're going back to a little bit warmer weather after a rainy few days. At least where I work. So looking forward to having a little bit of sunshine. Although, honestly, once it starts again as well, I'll go like, it's way too warm. I'm much more suited to cold than to heat. And then bear has a bear trap, which is foam. So I should go upstairs. Deal with them up there. Although, you know what's gonna happen now, right? The second I get up here, they're gonna jump down. Surprise!
You got the target. Nice.
They spawned underneath me on the left side. At least that was sound like. No, they spawned right side. But in either case, we need to go push them. So let's jump down and go murder.
That's your target.
I'm kind of surrounded. Also, almost lost my shield. It's just out of the full explosion range. Is there...
Hope that hurt.
Surprise! Let's get behind them. Of course, with the last shot I hit them. Don't you ever coach? They can be it.
Target neutralized. Good work.
It was just tiny.
Target spotted, Sheriff.
Usually it gets marked, but let's spawn upstairs. Oh. Napalm launcher. This guy is a wannabe cleaner. Wait, why didn't you... What? What's wrong with your pouch? She doesn't have an actual pouch. She does have an actual med pack. Let's put this thing out of here.
I see you on the move.
Yeah, what? Not even getting hit markers on the...
Target down. Good job.
Maybe because she just doesn't have the ability to put down cars. That was a weird one.
Looks like you earned yourself another bounty. Well done.
Skill damage status, man. Will it explode now? No. Just named weirdness. Alright, that's all of our activities done. I'm gonna go do the missions. And I'm gonna as well, if anybody wants to join me for some of those, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I'll just matchmake for them. Did I get the loot upstairs there? I'm not sure I did. If I was smart, I would have, but I'm not smart. So we'll have to go again. It's alright. And hey, the liquor. Put on more clothes, but there's or I can't think of anything. Yeah, just take your skin off. Well, then actually you'll lose the ability to cool down at all. Luckily, I fixed it up a little bit with some fans, especially at home. Yeah, let's go back and get cleaned up. I was just like, okay, yeah, I'll hold up for a second and let you join up. So yeah, I just need to do Jefferson Trade Center and DUA. And then maybe afterwards as well. I have a little bit more time, so yeah, we can maybe likely do Wall Street and the Daily. Can already grab Eclipse and make it just a normal Eclipse instead of
Good to see you.
glass Eclipse. Do I need more Cheska chests?
Thanks.
Don't think so. I think I have way too many already. I think I even deleted one recently. One that wasn't optimized but was ready there for. I know it. We'll hang on to one. Oh, the thing was I already had a Cheska chest free talentable on every character, right? Yeah, we'll leave that in there. We'll toss it with the next time we clean the stash. My stash is empty enough for what
Civilians are not permitted to carry firearms inside the...
let me know when you're in the game. Did you have me on this account? Because you can just join on me. Otherwise, sure, I can look. Oh, it instantly goes into searching. Was it the same name as Twitch? Oh. We'll add you in there, but also I can just slash invite you in if you're in already. That's have a innate spelling. How does that work? We'll just take 3 directives
Another
just for
agent is now in your group.
not messing up other people as well if they want to just run some skill type stuff. First engineer with mate result and doing nice. Yep, it's always a nice feeling to just get something that kind of feels like a hurdle done with. But yeah, congratulations. Actually, I could indeed as well. I see. and Helikor. Hello.
Yep. Good evening.
Hey there. Oh, is it
Is
evening?
it working?
Yeah, it is. It is coming through.
Turn your...
Is it evening where you are?
down. Yes, it is.
Ah, okay. Wait, so that's
and quite a respectable time as well.
Ah, okay. So then I'm guessing somewhere far east of me. Well, I mean it's a globe, so west
it's
would work
about
as well.
8:24 p.m. now.
Ah, okay, so I'm gonna guess Eastern Australia then, or
Western.
Oh, Western. Those are 2 different time zones, right? Actually.
A couple of hours.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a pretty big place. Yeah, let's get going on this one. We'll match me for our other 2. Just leave it at 3 directives just so anybody joining us doesn't have too many issues.
Last
Also,
radio contact with
easier for
Espinosa
me.
came from a parking garage close to the shade node. Isaac has the location.
catching it?
Think you're the good guy?
Bad what is needed for the weekly. Although yeah, I've done parts of it, but a lot of it overlaps with the manhunt. So, the other mission, Grand Washington, is part of the manhunt. So. Actually, get that done in the week, you know. See if I landed right.
Another agent is now in your group.
But I hope the lag isn't too bad.
Oh no, that sound effect is brilliant. Bullet King is back.
Oh, is it just making infinite sound? Is it just always on? Because I could usually leaving and rejoining fixes it. I can stop the matchmaker and just you can leave and rejoin if it. Is
Hostile
persistent.
radio intercepted.
We're under attack! Intruders in the east entrance!
Then kill them! What the fuck?
It's a division!
So? Fucking kill them!
Look for a way down to the garage and see if you can pick up Espinosa's trail.
Yeah, Manning and Tidal are a
Against the
step
leave a
up
mess.
as far as legendaries go, but still very doable. It's just they're of a different caliber. It's one crate back here. Neat.
I know who you are!
That wave did not spawn there.
They got me pinned!
Or they spawned there and they ran the other way instead of forward. Yeah, it feels so much slower without Guardians. But also it's good to go back to
Near
normal,
Espinosa's last known position. The shade node should be close.
not burning through
We
everything.
just got a tardigrade armor system.
Nice. Oh, it's just full random, yeah. It's not targeted.
Yeah, that was like last night. I was doing a just a random thing off a roof. Shot an NPC and then I got a chameleon.
It goes sometimes like that. Any enemy can drop one.
Gonna make a great grenade!
It's also sometimes in league runs and stuff. Definitely gotten like weapons that I actually actively use and stuff during just hard league runs or something. Just something good drops.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
It's nice to not have to think about the explosions anymore. Also the screen shake. That part is nice. You know, is it DUI somehow? Maybe because yeah, that might help a little bit. Also, it's playstyle dependent. DUA is easier if you are pretty aggressive, and especially if you know. The reason that DUA usually gets recommended as the first one is especially if you know where they're all going to spawn. It is actually pretty easy to kind of make sure that you're catching everything as it spawns.
Authorization granted. Please stand by.
Roosevelt is,
Intelligent
yeah,
system
you
analytic
generally,
computer
a lot of the
reactivated.
waves you can't
All
even, so
Isaac subsystems operational.
when you
That
don't
was
know
the
where they're
last
all
step
going to
to
spawn
getting
anyway,
Isaac
it's still
fully
fine.
restored locally. But we have a ways to go before we can celebrate. And a missing agent.
But as well, for instance, if
Continue your
you
sweep of the
want to do it
complex.
for your first time, so I don't know if you guys were using the
Hostile
global
radio
event, because that can make it
intercepted.
a lot easier, of course.
Hello?
I think actually the global event is a good learning
Looking for
tool
someone?
for
Who is this?
learning
How are you
the,
on this channel?
Friend of yours gave me a real nice wristwatch. He's right here. Wanna talk
the
to him?
legendaries. But of course, it will feel a little bit cheesy if you get it completed that way.
Deliver him unharmed.
Kind of missing a lot of my chems.
They'll keep him
Oh,
alive.
also, I
They're
don't have
stupid.
full screen.
Just find that hyena piece of
Just
shit
do
and
that.
waste her.
Let's see where we get the heavies. Check this out on the left. This way we'll always have 2 heavies. Not spotting the second one. There he is. Just taking his sweet time getting here. Should be his chest. How did that not harm? One more enemy dies here. I'll still spawn one more wave next to us. So I'm also kind of staking back. Got bounced weird. Another heavy. I think our 2 friends as well don't have that much in the form of output. Still that initial sniper. It's not a curiosity what runs running completely nothing and completely nothing at 16k. That is impressive. I see. That 16k has an impressively bad build with 2 pieces of Hunter's Fury, which you just don't do. There's never a reason to put 2 pieces of a red core gear set.
I'm experimenting with my build at the moment.
I mean, yours looks pretty good, huh?
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of survivability with it, so which is good.
Yeah, especially for like solo and stuff that we're working.
It's so different to the hotshot build that I normally run.
Ah, yeah, that I can. Although, for instance, for group settings here, it's because if I'm doing my job right, there shouldn't be too much incoming happening. Although I'm not doing my job too well. Although we're also getting all the hits.
Yeah, finishing these guys off.
Because in a group setting, it can be handy to just have more damage. Especially.
Serious trauma detected.
At the end of this, I'm kind of want to have a look at that guy's build and try to figure out what the hell.
He's down.
Yeah, what his idea was. I mean, he was running an SMG, so he was also running a big modifier. Gonna try to keep up at the front. Keep forgetting actually that cool skills is off, and I could use my hive because that would be actually really handy for a lot of this. That doesn't count yet. Well, it also doesn't count for the leaderboards. So yeah, if you want to put a time on the leaderboards, you need to do it without the global events. So. But it can be a good learning tool. So if you want to learn manning and stuff,
Agent vital signs.
Especially for instance
0.
if it's reanimated
You didn't have to
or
die here.
Golden Bullet or Guardians. Because then you can kind of go through, build up a little bit of confidence, and then have that confidence be completely shattered the next time you go in with that. But you can learn all the spawns and stuff, just because you can be a lot more active. Ignite both.
An agent needs assistance.
Catch that wave as it spawns.
Pretty close.
The other one spawn across and not in the same spot. How many heavies are we getting here? This is all the heavies.
This is like
I feel this is just the max
This is
amount of
what?
heavies we could have.
maybe because we're in a group.
Well, no, even in the group settings, like, I mean, heavies just happen; they're random.
Yeah.
That
But,
bastard can't have gone far yet. Go
this is
after her.
close to the maximum amount we could have. Because every extra wave where we could have some, we've had some. Let's go to the boss. Anyway, I've had all the armor breaks, all 4 of them. Gotta catch them all. But also they don't matter too. Because I'm actually not even bugged, I think. No. I could heal, I'm just choosing not to. And hey there, cringe down.
Great.
Still made it. Yeah, just watch out about being too aggressive on this boss fight. Our two friends don't have the damage for us to be too aggressive. I say that as I rush forward. But yeah, I wanna get my hive kind of here-ish. I wasn't in that. I wasn't in that range. Disagree game. Thing is always kind of in the way. Just gonna set the boss on fire so she doesn't murder anybody. Basically just allow the CC. All the burns. I'm curious to see what the contribution is of our other friends. With my hive there, the nice thing is nothing is gonna come all the way over here and murder my face off.
Look,
Used up all my cans.
there's nothing you
Before
could
this
have
guy
done for
leaves, I
Espinosa.
kind of want to let's decipher
Fucking
this.
hyena was toying with
So
us.
Jessica Gruppo, so
I hope she suffered a bit
Walker
before you
Harris,
finished her off.
and then 2-piece.
Anyway, thanks to
And
you,
all of
we're
that
an important
for
step closer
this
to
weapon.
getting the Shade Network back to full strength. You did good. I'll see you around.
What is actually his crit chance? 168. With
An agent has left your group.
130 plus 55. So it's not even that much higher. It's 10 higher than in weapon damage than Hunter's Fury, and it's like 20 crit damage behind, and it then also doesn't have the buff on top. Those are some bad choices to still make. Like if that's on a 1K or something, sure. When it's on a 16K, you would hope they would know better. That's it. Pressure because as well. They like I should not be ahead, even though they joined like one room in, but that was just one room. Let's go to DUA and get that there. Gonna take a little detour through one of these safe houses just to get my grenades and my armor brakes fixed up. What's the event for the week? It is the manhunt. So generally the cycle of the season is we have a manhunt on that week. On that week as well, you have a double XP for 7.5 levels, becoming 15 levels. And yeah, that's basically the story coming out. And then the week after that, we have League and a global event. And then the League is 2 weeks. The global event is 1 week. So that goes on to be another week afterwards. And then after that, when the League second week has ended, it's a global event again. And then we go again, basically. And sometimes in that third week, there's also an apparel event. So actually, they're not doing a rerun apparel event, at least not set up, right? Yeah. No. They might do a rerun as well this season. But it's not in the thing yet.
I'm going to have to leave.
Ah, okay. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for joining on.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, catch you around. I see. Oh. We'll do this one on matchmaking. I'll jump out of the voice as well for now.
You are no longer in a group.
Yeah, that's it. We'll just matchmake for this. Likely as well. Well, actually just put me in someone else's thing.
Invite to another agent's.
Data bottom. Let's see how many directives they have up. The weekly generally is popular anyway, so most of the missions, especially on the first few days, you know, you will easily matchmake for them. Especially, for instance, for the mission Lake DUA. I try to matchmake between my 3 other allies. They basically need to have 1 red build's worth, and I'll make the rest of it easy.
Get in there and hunt them down. Every last one of them.
I'm gonna take the side road here and get the crate right away. Maybe my friends will notice, except no. It's too much to ask. Curious what they are. I've got a fire going. Negotiator. That's weird. This should be like you can go with something else there. And someone trying to determine headhunter inside of a mission. With randoms. Which is just don't do that. Like if it's in a team and like everybody agreed on it, that's fine. When you're doing it in a mission like this, it's just you're basically saying, hey, I want to steal all the XP. You guys don't get anything. Also, if they're gonna rush, I might be at. It'd be nice to get although between them they have more damage. Do the thing I need out of them. Oh yeah, there's no. I keep forgetting that yeah. Cool skills isn't always active. And Achilles. Okay. That is a choice. Okay, especially for instance against later on, let's say if we get a heavy boss. Headhunter is not that useful. And neither is Negotiator. But does he have a turret and a drone? Why is he actually actively trying to use them? I've never reached this before the enemy was killed. This is we're entering new territory.
Local power offline. Circuit breaker detected.
Let's get our crossbow there. I'm gonna go for all the leads, and if these guys don't.
Vital signs critical.
I should have watched how big that
Agent
circle was.
incapacitated. Agent vital signs 0.
Oh, he's blind too. Good to see. I just want the completion here. I got a feeling as well that if I go in here, 4.9 is doable. Man, I should have watched there where it landed. I thought it was actually going around the outside of it. Why does it take 3 shots? 2 would be enough. I just waited for him to actually take the shots out. Because yeah, he can kill them before I can ignite him. Oh, wait a minute. I was gonna say I wasn't paying attention, but there the SHT levels actually showed up, but before I even finished that sentence, they went away. Interestingly, so when I opened that crate, they went away. Huh. Let's get fire going. Hopefully that will get spread. It's interesting to have 9 and 10Ks that don't go the obvious route.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
That won't work. There's no reason to stay down there.
Serious trauma.
At the very least, you want to go 1 up. Because otherwise this happens where, you know, enemies spawn above you. It's actually hard to shoot upwards. Ragers. I have downstairs to deal with that very last wave.
Still there, sweetie? Hello?
Here's with this 86
Everybody, get
hands.
yourselves ready.
This situation is
Well,
serious.
you know, for an 86, we've seen worse on, you know, 8600s. Just the high-end setup. Likely with a few pieces he got from the season. So this fight goes. Go up to here and then just gonna. Well, actually, well, I was gonna say then I'm gonna hold, but. We're gonna go for the obvious target, so I'm just gonna grab something else. Try to. Hey there. You know what? It's gonna go grenade out. I'll wait for them to catch up to that point.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
I'm gonna blow up the car, actually. Wait for them. Well, actually, no. Let's blow up. Wait too long. So there's a few gas barrels around that car. That'll make for easy murdering. We'll go for the helmet. I'll weaken his helmet.
Diesel, what's going on down there? Diesel, are you dead too, you inbred son of a bitch? Everybody get to the arena, now!
One more room and then our completion.
Airborne toxins at unsafe levels. Filters
Leave.
failing. Air filter function restored.
Our
Air
rushing
quality
friends behind.
acceptable.
Stay out of the room for the first part until someone hits the button.
Airborne toxins at unsafe levels. Filters failing. Air
I'm
filter
gonna
function
wait quite a
restored.
while
Air quality
for a lot of these people to come out. And to avoid them being in that room still. Even though two are. Quickly gotta come in before maybe the door closes.
Listen up. We got devils in our house and they mean to kill us all. Stand and fight. You hear me? Stand and fight.
Airborne toxins at unsafe levels. Filters failing.
I'm gonna go for the obvious one then. Why let an eclipse open up when you can just try to get one more kill quickly? Sledge on these. That's where the jump down. It's also where I want to stand. Once they didn't. some sledges and some fires and some Scorpio. I was gonna say that. Got to swap to the Scorpio. Of course, Dime is just outside of it. Wait, did he swap to something else? Actually, I'm fine. Let's go. Let's go kill the last guy. Don't revive me. You're the only one that can kill that thing. There's no need to revive me. I'm not gonna do anything. This guy swapped to something else. He's just orienting with
taking out the hyena leadership leaves the faction in disarray.
That makes sense though.
Start securing the supplies and the equipment those bastards were hoarding. And now let Odessa know. The theaters.
And yeah, that's a universal sign of bye.
Safe area detected.
All the lanes. And hey there, Heartspiller. I'm not sure votes and I should this. You have any suggestions for the gear set on Legendary? If you want the like higher outputs, if you're doing it in a team settings, I'm gonna assume you're best off just getting the most out of it, which is to put a Fenris. You basically put in a Fenris piece. If there are many coyotes, you can leave out the coyote yourself and grab. At that point, just a Grupo is fine. But basically the one from the build collection, which is Coyote Mask, Fenris Backpack. You don't want the backpack per se. With Vigilance. That can be the higher output of Umbra. But yeah, it still kind of pales in comparison, especially with a chest striker. But if you keep that in mind, it's still higher than a high-end red. So you can definitely get through Legend. That won't be an issue. That took way longer, especially that mission, than normal. Let's actually see what was the time on that. I'm just curious. Also, the final outcome. Anyway, I joined like 3 rooms late. And yeah. Wait, that's weird as well. But have any doubts? No. Proper caches, get that out of here. Let's go, I have enough time. Let's go do a daily as well. And again, yeah, if anybody wants to join me for that. Because yeah, the daily is basically capturing a zone there. Wall Street will have enough names together with, we need to capture an control point anyway to resupply. And we'll need to do one other activity. Just to get them all out of the way. Well, actually, let me on the build collection, which one is that Umbra? But that's of course assuming that you're doing it in a group setting where there is a foam eclipse. So you can frolic around as you wish, because of course it is a full red, so it's not for Sana. 3.09. Actually, I'm gonna use the Twitch end of things to bring that link up, and then I'll copy it over to the YouTube end stuff. Sure then.
Another agent is
that
now
link
in
is
your
working.
group.
As I see Cairo joining. Yeah. But basically, yeah, this setup is kind of what you can use as towards the harder hitting ones. And then of course the weapons are free to whatever you want them to be. Yeah, let's shall we? Let's go capture a control point first. And yeah, the celebration hotel is the obvious one to do. I might actually go just some red as well. No, let's just go striker. I'm gonna go obliterate striker. Just to have some outputs. And then for the mission, I'll go back to Eclipse or maybe Cairo wants Eclipse. I'll see. But yeah, let's give it to our 3 directives here as well, just not dealing with ammo or anything. For the mission, we'll take. There's also a convoy. There was a convoy headed there. Yeah, but then finding an activity won't be too much. Wait, what? Or did you find some friends there? Because I'm just running towards the control point.
Hostile defender drone detected.
You did find some
assault
friends,
turret
which is
detected.
specifically some rogues. God damn it, this is an annoying spot to be in. I'm gonna go kill these guys real quick. Just to clear up our bag. Shock rounds now. Surprise, I caught her.
Rogue agent eliminated.
Yeah, this zone is palisade, so it's not the worst. Although I feel I have all of the palisades. Yeah, well, seeing as we are here anyway, let's actually get all of the things here.
An agent needs assistance.
Armor breaks. There's a ton of crates here. And likely the rogue agents detected was in my fast travel, so let's go get that control points. Actually, those also all counted as names. There's also an elite convoy coming that way, so let's not call them in. Let's clear it out and then get the elite convoy and then. Oh, I do have cool skills on actually in the open world. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot about that. I will still be fine, right? But what I do need to do then is just to not have this be pulse or a hive. Just so, because I'll be using my pulse. Let's clear all this out. Oh,
Hostile control point nearby.
there's a lot of people. Is that the elite convoy already? Yeah. I got here quick. Let's grab this side first. Are these guys gonna spawn? Actually, that door over there.
Serious trauma detected.
It's definitely not close enough to the door up there-ish.
Real clever. Give me the tiny.
Detecting
Oh no,
additional
all the way up
hostile
there,
contacts.
really? Some random black disc for them to run into. I'm going to be better about at mid-range actually using my scope. Because if you didn't know, yeah, the Elmo actually does have a scope. Doesn't have it on it. It does have a
Detecting
scope.
additional hostile contacts.
Fight and a half. Well, it wasn't a fight and a half. That was like 3 fights. Doing here, guys. Yeah. No, I earlier already did Hercules. Actually, did I listen to the last one? I didn't, I think. Oh, there's fighting.
Congratulations, Agent. You survived the trials. I hope you're beginning
it's
to
just
appreciate the reach of my network, and considering what you could bring to the table. That's enough for now, Hercules. The next test is for Lido. I hope you're up to the challenge.
It just played that. Keep just running into convoy after convoy. But yeah, now we're doing the daily. I did a weekly already. Because actually part of this week's weekly is the manhunt. It does send you to Grand Washington, which is in Mensa.
Hostile control point detected.
We already do parts of it. Just for that. Let's go get the key chest. Oh, why not indeed? $100 ceramics out of it. We're just gonna stick up here for a little bit. Spot isn't too bad, but it's also not great. You just don't have all of the side guys you would want to have. I can help with the inside, but yeah, watch out there that many more.
Agent down.
Safe guy right there. Yeah.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
The spot actually isn't that bad. With two man. Really want her to come out because she's in a dangerous spot. Let's go close the distance here.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
First I come in, the boss goes out. What a dick. We have 3 more shock rounds.
I'm gonna shoot you now.
Look at that.
Vital signs critical.
Still had some flame rounds from earlier. I should have just done a quick one. Let's get some ammo. Let's get some med packs. When is the next XP challenge starting? What do you mean with XP challenge? So I'm using no, it's using Chameleon. So no worries. Still will work out. Gonna run away from that 511 piece? No. Not doing a status effect. You should do one. Okay. That season, well, there's no per se an XP challenge. Now there's double XP going on, if you mean that, which is with the manhunt. Yeah, let's get going. So, hang around too long. Or if you mean global event, maybe. That's, we do try to get a lot of stars out of it. But that's more just that. But the global events are every other week. So we have a week with and then a week without. And, there's 6 of them, so they get rotated in and out. Where are these guys going? Like, I'm not pushing them that far. Wait, what is even... What? Why? You're supposed to take that control point. Why are you going the other way? The Elmo's shock there. So on elites, the shock is actually annoying if the enemy is behind something. Like if they're out in the open short time. And if they're behind something, when you shock them, they just bend over and then, you know, get caught up in. Okay, they got caught up with that. I'll go clean that up. Okay, that's one. But likely already the wave is spawning on the other end. Fully kill that thing. Okay, yeah. If it is the global ones, yeah. So the next one is going to be next week. Together with the start of the league. Of course, that guy drops loot. I'm going to go back and help there. Did I even spot anything? No. And next one is, I think, polarity, if I got it right. I'll pause in a second. Wait. Likely that guy. Okay, last wave.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Hey, something! Grenade! Watch it!
And then we get all the way separated there. Just gonna leave whoever that is over there. They can have their own fun between each other.
Supply room
The
access.
name died right
Unlocked.
around here. So if you're on it. Okay, yeah, those are indeed the global events. And yeah. Next one up is that's polarity, right? Yeah, polarity. Polarity is a little bit more involved than the other ones, so not as easy. But also, again, not hard, and it is a really big buff.
Still have soil under my fingernails.
Oh, that's the share. Like, what is that? Yeah. Not touching 511 on this account. Definitely not making another 511 build. Let's hope this person has enough for us both.
Let's set up here.
Oh yeah, they'll definitely have. You know what? I'll just do it like this.
Thanks, Agent. We should be good.
I know they have enough remaining for you to also get donation part done, because that leaves Wall Street. Street of Walls. I'll go Eclipse for that one, unless you wanna go Eclipse. Kara, let me know if you do. Otherwise, I'll just go Eclipse. I will just go do it with. Let's maybe do this one with 3 directives as well, seeing as we're matchmaking. So people are awkward at 5. Although I get too high. Okay, this will be the finisher for the daily. And that will likely also be it for me afterwards. I just don't have too much time today. At least not on the afternoon. I need to still do a few meetings and a few and a bunch of other stuff. But we did get a video up today as well for those that haven't seen it yet. The countdown video
You're coming
went
up on Dragov's outer perimeter.
earlier
Remember,
today, very
you're
early
only here for
today.
Dragov. But if you find his supply depot, raid it. Denying Dragov that stockpile will also deny Keener crucial support.
Be careful. I still don't like the idea of throwing you to the wolves, no matter how much we want Dragov for his role in the city hall attack.
Are we gonna get another wave? Too long?
Hostile radio intercepted.
I hear gunfire. Report.
Loading area by Broad Street is under attack. It's the division.
Sell the gate. Use the APC.
Yeah,
Do
we got a
not
public
raid the
there.
stockpile.
Never actually tested, and now I'm like, oh, how have I never tested that? Does that explosion hurt friendlies? Because yeah, we could totally foam someone and just stand all around them so the mortar goes there and then see if it... I mean, it should. Generally, it does. But that specific one, I've never tried. Nice one off the ceiling there.
Fuck!
Of course he drops left. What a dick. How dare he. While I'm here, let's get there. It's surprising actually that hasn't filled up yet. It's usually the daily missions and stuff are popular.
Hostage health is critical.
Yay!
Protect that stockpile. Duchess, I need you to see to it personally.
On it.
Get that stockpile, Agent. Everything you take from them is something they can't send to Keener.
Fuckers are in Keener supplies. I don't care what it takes. Take them out.
Breaching to the stockpile now.
Hostiles incoming. Hostiles drawing near.
It's weird.
Another agent has joined your group.
I'm gonna
Hostage
try
is
to
dead.
actually get it.
All hostages are deceased.
Let's see if we can.
Hostiles incoming. Hostiles
So we
approaching.
got them all. We just spawned the bus.
Incoming.
And seeing as that's the only enemy that spawned. That makes it the last wave as well. So we can actually cut down on a few waves. This place is X0 today. Not the greatest. Actually, what is carrying? Not negotiators? You disappoint me, guy. Yeah, the devil strikers.
Stockpile's lost. No response from Duchess.
Fuck! They killed Duchess?
So those Hercules and stuff, that is the story progression. So that's the manhunt.
Hostile forces incoming. Another agent is now
Spawn
in your
downstairs.
group.
I'm just gonna focus on that. The rare downstairs heavy. Oh, is that guy? Yeah, we're joined by 4byte, but also more importantly by Harry Coconut.
Hostiles
I'm
nearby.
actually not gonna use my hive here. I'm gonna grab a blinder for the next part. So blinder is actually super handy in that open area outside here. Use one. Oh, its targets were dead.
Regroup at the APC and load it up. It's time to take back control.
Careful, Agent. Take your time. You don't need to rush this.
Totally need to rush this. Oh, that guy's running hot shot. Actually, heavy with the fire.
APC can take a beating.
That was never gonna connect. The here blind is actually super handy. Because otherwise, especially with a Stinger Hive, I can't do much with that. The blind will at least make sure that I make it a little bit easier for everybody. I can't help out much with boss anyway. Well, we got it done, although I think most of that was Kara's there. Our other friends weren't contributing much. No, I don't want to go back to Stinger.
Dragov is holed up in the exchange, but it looks like it's locked down tight. You might be able to gain access from the scaffolding across the street.
It's far enough behind. Just in time. I've got someone. Extra heavy.
Blow this shit! Let's fuck him up!
At least not having this wave. Not all of the sound bugging has definitely been fixed because where's my, why don't I have a lefty here? It's because I just loaded it. I should just save this with the lefty. That everlasting, I just never use it. Sometimes handy with the glass one. Oh, they didn't jump down. Usually they still jump down. Our friend is running hotshot, I think. I mean, he is. It's not a build you want to run in. This mission, not really in group settings, unless it's kind of accepted. Hoping for that to not spread. And I actually send a camera just get the crates quick because usually randoms will rush in here right away. Checking for when they spawn and then setting them alight. Purple will survive. Shot is always super annoying.
Division's heading towards the exchange.
Hold him off. I'll strap up and deal with this personally. Ron,
I
Knuckles.
thought I could have actually put a
Unknown network detected.
crossbow to the wall there.
Imprison you and your family. Are you gonna take that? Did we take this place and throw these bricks back?
Do this one, get this completed. Really low on charges.
Show the division.
I'm hoping this guy doesn't instantly rush in, to the point that I'm gonna leave that loot for now. If I can. Oh, that's a little bit weird, knowingly. I'm gonna use a chem on her. This wave is mostly dead. Anyways. Just gonna blow that thing up. Is that been hit by that many attacks? Yeah, we'll finish up this mission and that'll be it for me in the afternoon. But of course we'll be back in the evening.
Let's get them, boys. We got this. Time to put these fuckers down.
Let's sledge that. Let's try to find which door it's gonna be. It's gonna be that cross one. So.
Minigun power restored.
Armor's busted.
Sledging out on the bosses. Let's try to.
Rogue agent deceased.
There we go. Already shot out. As well. Anyway, let's go get our lids. So we did the weekly, a daily, the manhunt, all of the things and stuffs for this
An
character.
agent has disconnected.
And also a person that does not know to leave a group instead of just disconnecting. Because yeah, if you just Alt F4 or just quit game, that's what happens there. And all of that, they did, you know, barely anything. And they were the one rushing in. Yay. So we've got these. Let's go get the outside too. Even more resources. My bug? No. As I fat finger my mouse button that is on an accidentally do a melee. Wonder if the other guy knows or if he's just like, these guys seems to know where they're going. I'll just follow them. That scares opening up the container there and shooting out the yellow thing. That opens this door as well. Secrets within secrets. And then there's a key chest for us to get. Oh, that as well. There's some enemies for us to kill. Out here, cool skills is on. I wanted to toss my hive there, but it was not available. Anyway, pop this one too. And have a look at Mr. Candy Cane sword.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
But yeah, I'm gonna go and get cleaned up. Thank you, Cairo, for joining me. We had some fun. Blew through a daily, but that's also gonna be it for me. Let me just quickly check if there's anything worth keeping or sharing, although generally Cairo is better geared than me anyway. Seeing as he even now has an Adrestia, which is the cool way of making the hotshot build. I might have a go at that as well, because
thanks for the trade.
I could just move a bunch of my Adrestias to, or my Nemesis all to one character, move the one out of the stash as well, and then just go and do the grind. I don't like Tidal. Also, you have to do most of Tidal anyway. But yeah, we'll leave it there. I'm gonna go find somebody to raid on the Twitch end. As we'll send everybody over to you. Let's see if there's anybody divisioning. Preferably division. Oh, actually, yeah, you know what? We'll send everybody, because there's a bunch of people doing Descendant thing. So totally, I actually forgot that Descendant was a thing. Might
An
actually
agent has left your
join
group.
it up again in a future day. I had even a character on creation, but totally forgot about that. What's another ready to GC Rock? As for once, I can rate him, and it's not like at the last 5 minutes of his stream. So we'll do that. As for those that don't know, GC Rock, he runs he's kind of the headpiece of the second wave clan, and that's also the GC Rock community, and then they help a lot with carrying through
Is no longer in your group.
carrying people through incursions and raids and stuff like that. So if you're interested in those kinds of things, definitely try his Discord out, which will be likely linked with him there. And yeah, we'll also drop the group there. And yeah, once again, thank you, Cairo, as
You
well,
have left the group.
tagging along, and Luke earlier as well. And I'll be back in a bunch of hours times, 5.5 hours ish time for the evening stream. Gonna try to get that RLD piece done. I also want to do a bunch of countdowns, because also after that I might do or at some point, likely a different day though, I'll do the second part of the in-depth guide, where we basically do the practical parts of it. But for now, I'm just gonna hit that raid now button. So the only thing that is left for me to say is, as always, have a good day.